names on the board, but the story's live. Turn by turn, we fight to arrive. This is the Formula Vee Trophy. We ride the edge, we ride it clean. GGR Nation in my headset, one more lap to chase the dream. Formula Vee Trophy, hold your nerve and hold the line. TGR Nation, feel it rising. Champions build the 10th at a time. Strapped in tight, screen glow on my face, ghost lines, break lights, chasing every trace from warm-up laps to the last white flag. Heartbeat louder than the waving rain. This is the Formula Vee Trophy. We ride the edge, we ride it clean. TGR Nation in my headset, one more lap to chase the dream. Formula Vee Trophy, hold your nerve and hold the line. TGR Nation, feel it rising. Champions built to 10th at a time. Stay calm when the back end slides. Tiny mistake can redraw lives. Names on the board, but the story's live. Turn by turn, we fight to arrive. This is the Formula Vee Trophy. We ride the edge, we ride it clean. GGR Nation in my headset, one more lap to chase the dream. Formula Vee Trophy, hold your nerve and hold the line. TGR Nation, feel it rising. Champions build the 10th at a time. and tight. Screen glow on my face, ghost lines, break lights, chasing every trace from warm-up laps to the last white flag. Heartbeat louder than the waving rain. This is the Formula Vee Trophy. We ride the edge, we ride it clean. Hey, TGR Nation in my headset, one more lap to chase the dream. names on the board, but the story's live. Turn by turn, we fight to arrive. This is the Formula Vee Trophy. We ride the edge, we ride it clean. GGR Nation in my headset, one more lap to chase the dream. Formula Vee Trophy, hold your nerve and hold the line. TGR Nation, feel it rising. Champions build a 10th at a strapped and tight, screen glow on my face, ghost lines break lights, chasing every trace from warm-up laps to the last white flag. Heartbeat louder than the wave.
Very big hello, everybody. Welcome along to round 6 of the Formula Vee Trophy Series. This should be an absolute ripper. We are here at Tsukuba, and a racetrack that's going to make it very, very interesting for these cars. We're watching Alexander come out on track at the moment. Here is the ladder, not the ladder. Here is the calendar, the way things look at the moment. And we are all the way down on the 26th of April, so about halfway through the season. And this season is shaping up to be hot, hot, hot. Qualifying is just about to get underway, people. And cars are coming out onto the track literally as we speak. There's Alexander, who's going around the track at the moment, nice and slowly, just about to get set for a flying lap. We'll ride with him. Big turnout today, 22 cars out on the grid. This is going to make it absolutely scintillating throughout this couple of races. By the way, everybody, apologies for not being here for the last couple of weeks. I had my computer explode on me. Yes, the computer died, and as a result of same, I was without any ability to either stream or actually race myself. When I got a new computer, which cost me a small arm and a leg, as they do, as Alexander winds up for his qualifying, my internet went down for a week. So could not have a worse run of luck, but apologies to everybody that tunes in for this, and for the competitors as well. And thank you to Rob for his support with that. I know it must have been frustrating from his account, but I can assure you it was nothing more frustrating than from my account. It drove me nuts not being able to do it. I missed it so badly, so really glad to be back here today. It's going to be interesting to see who can take out pole position here. Because I haven't been in touch with the series for a couple of rounds. Oh, a little bit of a brake lock up there from Alexander. Scotty Brooks is out on the track as well. Christian Flagg, good to see him back. We've got Alan Daly, Sean Gabinski. Is that a slight colour scheme change I can see on Gabinski's car? Interesting. Nathan Maroney back. I was going to say to cause some carnage, but that's unfair. That's unfair on the poor guy. Toddy Wakefield out there again today, and Mr. Pitbits himself. Now, David has been a long time streamer and, of course, video content creator on YouTube. Pitbits is the name he goes by. If you haven't followed him, you certainly should. And jump on his Discord as well. It's very, very popular. A lot of great people in there. Well worth doing. And we're expecting him to go pretty well here today. He's been punching well and truly absolutely well and truly above his weight. He's what is he sitting down there? He's just about to put in a lap. 16 laps have been completed. 16 runners have completed a lap. Sean Gabinski is in pole position. Nathan Maroney alongside him. Christopher Cassiano, Christian Flagg, Alexander Blanchard. Then you've got Dali, DeGarcis, Wakefield, Maron, and Rodrigo now puts Robbie Wright out of the top 10. Let's see what David can do. He's been very quick during qualifying. Finds himself in 16th at the end of that first run. Now let's zoom in on somebody we know that's already set a fast lap. Let's go back to Sean. What's he doing out there at the moment? Is he just cruising around? Looks like that may be the case. A few moments ago, this is what happened. What did Alexander do? Did he have an off or just... No, he did. He had a bit of a big brake lock up there. Rodrigo, no, he's just on a slow down. They come up with a bit of a tail wag there. We just saw at the end of that. So he had a moment. So that's, oh, now we're cooking with gas. Eric Vencherez, the Canadian, who has been absolutely dominant since he came into this series, has found himself at the top of the pecking order straight away. 104.2. That is blistering 4/10 quicker than anybody else out there. That is insanely quick. So he's once again going to be setting the benchmark here for racing. And you can see he hasn't backed off one iota, has he? He's keen as mustard to keep playing. And has the fastest time. Maron.
Oh, Canada.
Maron has come up.
Hell of a lap, Matthias.
Not sure.
Attaboy, Matthias. Nice one.
Not sure why their name tags aren't coming up. Of course, I had to reset everything. The part of getting a new computer, which is all part of the fun, right? Enough to do your head in. You can't remember what you did the first time when you set everything up. So there might be a few little buggy things. Let me see. Click to switch to replay. No, got no idea. We'll have to sort that out in the not too distant. So Eric's bowed out.
I can't see a Canadian flag next to his name, can you? Is that the Arsenal flag? Yeah, you'll see that flying in Europe, mate.
Already the sledging starting. Love it. Absolutely love it, peeps.
He's just fitting in with the crowd then.
Robbie Wright having a chat with the boys. We'll be able to see in the top left-hand corner who's talking anyway. I'm expecting this to be quite a verbal round too, because I don't think it's going to be as clean as what we can expect. Let's see if there is anybody out on track. The easiest way for me to do that. Let's nope, nobody's out there at the moment, so it's all quiet. Oh, here we go. Nathan Maroney, who sits down there in fifth spot. He's out there still trying to put in a lap. Comes onto the small back straight. Down towards that very, very tricky final turn where it's very easy to overcook it. Christian, g'day buddy, how are you? Love you too, Pokey. I'm great. So glad to see you out there. It's always fun watching your race, Christian. You have a great race. Hopefully you do well, my friend. Good to see. So I dare say Christian's completed his qualifying laps because he's sitting in chat at the moment, which is great. Now, what can the veteran do?
So take track today. Lots of hairpin action. So if you do spin, hold your brakes so you're not rolling back into anyone.
Voice of Robbie Wright giving the rules on what the state of play is. Of course, we don't want to see people getting damaged. We want to see people out there racing. So, and we know they race hard. We know they race very, very hard. Now, let me see who's. This is Boo Bear, Alex Bradley, aka Boo Bear. I had a race with him in Formula V during the week. Quick boy sits down there in 17th spot at the moment, which means I'd be about 25th because he caught up to us like we were standing still. It was a good race. Really enjoyed battling with him. Well, for a lap anyway. Who else is out there? No, we're all set. Only 30 seconds left of the session. Alex, g'day, how are you? Yes, we're finally back. The computer is up and running. Most of the software is working, not all of it. But Rome wasn't built in a day, I'm finding out the hard way. Trust me, brother, I missed it so badly. You've got no idea how difficult this was to know you guys were racing and I couldn't be a part of the commentary. Because this is just one of the most amazing series. I absolutely love calling this. So we're standing by for the grid to take shape here for the first heat. Drivers making their final adjustments before we come back out onto the track and get underway with round 6. A few of them taking their positions already. Our pole sitter will be Alexander. And Eric alongside him. That's going to be a great battle. There's Eric sitting there waiting to go. No Alexander just yet. Maroney's out there. He finished third in qualifying. Gabinski right behind. The fastest Bumblebee. I hope he's still got the Bumblebee colouring. Christopher Cassiano not out there yet. Nathan Maroney sits back there in 6th. Robbie Wright in 7th. Christian Flagg right behind him in 8th. Good qualifying. Alan DeGrassis. And then you got Russell Daly rounding out the 10. We won't be that far off. A minute on the clock left to go, but soon as
remember to put in fuel.
Alexander jumps in, we'll be pretty much set, ready to go. There's Alexander on pole position now. And the revs are starting to build. Heat 1 about to get underway. How is this going to play out? Hold on to your socks. It's about to get wild. Tsukuba underway. Alexander leads down towards turn 1. There's plenty of positional changes further back in the pack as well too as they try and sort themselves out into turn 1. So far, nice and clean through there. Nobody coming awry. Let's go back further in the pack. Round about Todd Wakefield. In behind him, there's a stack of cars all doing battle. Oh, problems. I hear a crash. I heard a big crash. Wow. There's a few of them off. Thomas Tucker was one of them. No, he wasn't in it. Suleiman Khan was. Let's see what happened from his perspective. No, that was all up the road in front of him. Alex Bradley, is he? Oh, yeah, just tried to avoid a car spinning, and it just created a horrible situation for those that were under full noise. But up front, Alexander Bourgeois has pulled out a very marginal gap. Eric staying with him, being patient, which we don't usually see from Eric, to be fair. He usually likes to lead these ones and make everyone fight. Matthias Maron sitting right behind him. Then we go back to Nathan Maroney, who's starting to close up that gap. And behind him, Christopher Cassiano, who's, I noticed during the week, sitting well placed in the championship hunt at the moment. He did this last year. Very consistent with his results, and it proved very beneficial towards the end of the season. Now, is Eric going to have a go? Let's see what he does. They come down into the tight hairpin. Alex gets on the gas nice and early, gets a good run out of there. Sean Gabinski's moved up onto this battle as well. He's now sitting right behind. Whoa. Change for positions, is it? Where's Eric? There he is. Caught me out for a second. So the time's starting to click up. Gabinski fastest on that first lap of real tyre temperature in their cars. So he's able to move forward. There's Christopher Cassiano under pressure at the moment from Christian Flagg, who's sticking with him. No movement from Eric at the moment. Sits there in second, showing great patience. Couple of off tracks taking place. Nothing too major. Everybody still out there fighting, which is great to see. There's the pit bits man, David Gerard, further back in this pack than I thought he would be. Now a few positional changes taking place. Yep. What's going on here? Brian Hansen staying out wide, trying to stay out of people's way. There's Boo Bear. He's obviously lost a great deal of momentum because he's being swamped at the moment. David Gerard's also going to try and have a bit of a look as the 41 car does battle with him of pulling. Ken does the switcheroo. The 87 car runs a little bit wide, which is Rodrigo, and he just goes late under brakes. Late as you like, but Alex is able to fight back with it. Speaking of Alex, our race leader, cruising around at the moment. Eric sitting right behind him. Sean just giving a little bit more breathing space. Now, Maron, who was up in this battle in the top three, has fallen back. He's sitting back there at the moment in fourth spot and just in danger, by the looks of things, of falling off the back of this battle. There's Nathan Maroney. You can see the guys up in front just trying to bridge that gap at the moment, and Christopher Cassiano sitting there nice and patiently and saying, okay, Nate, you can do all the hard work. You can heat up your tyres and I'll just sit behind you, use your slipstream and follow you through. And Christian Flagg sitting right behind him as well. There's Christian. So those three playing the Formula V game at the moment. In fact, everybody's playing the Formula V game. Alan DeGarcis has just been overtaken by Suleiman Khan. And Paul has had an issue. Let's have a look at what happened to him a few moments ago. Was there contact? Ooh, yes, there was. There was a big contact. Todd Wakefield there, getting caught up in that. So those two not having the race they want. This is the battle for the race lead. Gabinski's got a very good run. Gabinski tries to find a way past, does he? Or is he happy to sit and wait? Russell Daly and Robbie Wright in a little battle further back in the pack. There goes Russell Daly having a good run at the moment, trying to work his way forward. They've fallen back a fair way though. No major battles taking place up in front. Gabinski just hanging in there. What's happening in this pack? Oh, Nathan Maroney right onto the back of Maron at the moment. Almost backs up into Christopher Cassiano. Christian Flagg. This will be like waving a red flag in front of a bull to him. What's he going to do? Is he going to have a go? Sit on his roll bar. Catch the close-up view. Sitting pretty as we speak. Not prepared to have a go. Eric, is he having a go up front? Oh, he thought about it, I think. I could see he was thinking about it. Pulled to the inside, but didn't make the overtaking maneuver stick. He's got the race leader sitting in front of him. Bit of daylight sitting right behind. That's the view back to Sean Kabinski. We go back to 5th spot, and Nathan hasn't been able to get round Matthias. So those guys continue on. But no positional change up front. These three, well, now it looks like Eric's starting to get a bit racy. Laps are ticking down. Laps are ticking down. They're over half race distance. So it is time to start getting the moving and shaking going on. Alexander going defensive up into turn 1. Almost catching Sean out. Back of the car stepped out as he was hard under brakes. Trying to avoid contact with Eric. Oh, Eric is very keen. He's getting racy, the boy. He's getting very, very racy. Love it. You get the feeling it's not going to be long before he's going to have a launch, doesn't it? Onto the back straight. Will he do it this time around? Nice and controlled at that section of the circuit. Alex just a little bit loose under brakes as he feels the pressure from behind. What is Eric going to do? No, he's going to sit back still and relax. David Gerard in a bit of a battle at the moment. He's moved forward, picked up a spot, battling with Michael Thiessen for 16th and 17th respectively. Thiessen on the outside as they come up into the final turn. Has a little bit of a run on him. Now Kabinski going for 2nd spot. Goes side by side with Eric. He's going to bow out of it. Erring on the side of caution being the way to go for him. And wow, it's starting to fire up. It's starting to fire up. What's happening with Maroney? They did get past Maron. So while that was taking place, Maroney and, of course, Chris Cassiano were able to get past Maron, who is falling back into the pack a little bit at the moment, unfortunately for him. No positional change up front. Look at them further back in the pack. Oh, my goodness. I just saw them to the right of camera. What is going on here? You've got Alexander in there, David Gerard, Brian Hansen, Lenters as well. In behind them, I think Rodrigo is part of this fight. As you're watching David Gerard at the moment on the outside, this is going to be brave. Does he make it stick? No, here comes Pullen, trying to get up on the inside of him, but can't do it. He's safe at the moment. He's made up quite a few spots. Up into 15th now is David. And there's contact. David does great to avoid it. Boo Bear got caught up in it all. And gets tagged also by David, who's lost a bucket load of spots as well. So this mid-pack battle, this is for battle outside the top 10, I'll have you know. Alan DeGarcis being attacked at the moment. Sully Khan goes past him. So Suleiman's walking his way forward. Then you've got David Gerard behind them. Up front, here's the state of play. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed at this stage. A little bit wide there for Eric as he looked to the inside. He's now having a go. It's starting to get serious as they go through turn 1. That's a beautiful door open for Kabinski if he can make it work. Not far up and alongside. He'll have to bow out of that. And further back, Maron has got back into this. He's found his juju again, found his rhythm, and he's side by side with Maroney. Maroney's going to have to back out of it, but all of a sudden, Christopher Cassiano's moved forward. Maroney's lost a couple of spots, and Maron is back in this fight. Oh, contact. That's close fighting. That's close fighting. Back to the battle at the front of the pack. Matthias saying apologies to Maroney. Oh, Gabinski gets it loose into the final turn. I told you it was treacherous coming into this race. He's got to run, but no, he can't do anything about Eric, who goes defensive to make sure that that's going to be situation status quo. And then Sean has to go wide. He's having a blinder here, Sean. He'll be loving this. Zen Car's moved forward a couple of spots as well. He's just got past Dali, who is going to try and fight back. And further back in the pack, this battle is Hansen. That's right on board with him. Oh, so close to the back of Sully Khan there. He did an amazing job to arrest that car. Scotty Brooks in a battle as well. Dali's gone past him as he works his way through the pack. Where's he sitting at the moment? 11th and 10th you're looking at on screen. And I saw a big brake lock up there further up the pack. Yeah, one of these cars had a brake lock up coming onto the back straight. I'll call it the back straight for lack of a better term. Now Gabinski getting very racy now, and he's keeping Eric very honest, which is allowing Alexander to concentrate on his lines as best he can. But so late under brakes is Eric. How good is this man travelling? They set sights on another lap. Time is ticking down. Time is ticking down for these guys. And the same with the group behind as well. They're all trying to sort themselves out and get themselves into a higher position to pick up these valuable championship points. Down into the hairpin, onto the back straight. Leads them up towards the final turn. So there's this battle, a cluster behind, then the rest of the pack from 12th all the way down to 23rd. Into the final turn they come, onto the start-finish straight. So far, Alex has done an amazing job. White flag comes out. It's on for young and old now. Eric's going to go for it, you know it. Side by side, they almost go into turn one. We'll stick with this battle because this is where the championship points lie. And Eric will be desperate for the win. Looks to the outside as they go down into the left-hander. Alex doesn't allow it. There's been a touch. He's turned. Alex has apologised, but he's gone off track. The man who came into this championship absolutely on fire is back in third, and he's not going to do it. He's got damage. Cassiano runs into the back of him. Maron's been given a gift. His Christmas has come early. So too Maroney. I dare say Eric has got damage. That front right doesn't look right, and you can see he's desperately slow. Be that as it may, our race leader, Alexander, is going to come down across the line and take out the checkered flag. Behind him, it'll be Sean Gabinski. And unbelievably, Matthias, as the checkered flag comes out, is going to finish third in front of Maroney. That's a gift for both of them. Then Christopher Cassiano, Christian Flag in 7th spot. Then we go back to Zen Car. Behind him, Robbie Wright, Daly, Scott Brooks, Suleiman Khan, Pullen, Pooh Bear Bradley, and then rounding out the top 15 will be Michael Lentez. So there you have it, the first race on the program. Well, guys,
Okay.
that was fun.
Pretty quickly here.
They're going to grid up pretty quickly too. Wow. There's going to be a lot said about that race at the end of it. And guess what? The one where they lay it all on the line is just about to get underway. So if you thought that was fun, stick around. It'll be a quick turnaround, less than 60 seconds on the clock. There you hear it from Robbie Wright. 60 seconds left to grid. Wow. What a race. Grid starting to take shape already. A few of the cars starting to load in. Alexander's on pole. Gabinski, Maron, Maroney, Chris. And they're all in their positions. Almost all the field out there. Only 10 seconds left on the prep clock. Fascinating race. Fascinating race. Let's see how this one plays out. The feature race for the Formula Vee Trophy Series of Round 6. The revs start to build, and we are about to get this one underway. Nice clean start by the front of the pack. Let's see how it plays going down towards turn 1. Alex maintains the race lead. Gabinski up into second. Let's go back into the pack. There's dramas for the timing is just going insane at the moment. Yes, there's been a big contact. Dali was one of those involved. Let's check it out from his perspective. May have been an innocent victim. Yeah, he was. There was a car around. Is that Suleiman Khan involved in that? Scotty Brooks at an off track. Lanterns was one of those involved. Let's check it out from his perspective. He was trying to do avoiding action. Alex Bradley was in that mix as well, so a few of them having issues on the first lap. There is your race leader down towards the final turn to come onto the start-finish straight. He's being monstered by Gabinski at the moment. Then right behind him, Matthias Maron, Nathan Maroney, Chris Cassiano, Eric back there in 6th spot, then Cherez, Christian Flagg, and Robbie Wright. Alex getting a little bit sloppy at that section of the track. Zen Car, what happened with Zen Car? Looped it round on his own. Did anyone collect him? No, he did a good job to get out of the way. So the opening lap catching a few out here. There's your race leader. Good little dice going on behind. Nathan Maroney right in the middle of a sandwich at the moment. He's got Maron in front of him, Cassiano behind. Right behind Cassiano, Eric Lancherez. Christian Flagg right in this battle. When Christian's in a battle, you know it's going to be interesting. He doesn't leave much in the garage. Love the enthusiasm. I can see in the background too that Tostes is moving forward, side by side, as they come up towards the final turn. Brooksy onto the start-finish straight. Chris Cassiano very, very close to the back of Maroney there. Less than half a tenth of a second, so whether he was caught out under brakes or what the situation was, I don't know. We didn't see it, but my timing monitor was going insane. Now we've had a crash, Zen Car. No, that's just that loop we saw early on. No, it was Brian Hansen. Yes, contact there. Contact with Brian, so definitely turning out to be an action-packed second race here, the feature race on the program. 13 laps to go again. Uh-oh. Todd Wakefield's in the wars. What happened, Todd? There's nothing you could do about that. It all happened behind him. I think that was Tucker that got into the back of him. No, with Tucker, I beg your pardon, was an innocent victim in that one. So unfortunate that, and then takes out the one car. Holy dooly, Thomas Tucker, that's what he got involved in. That's why he came up on the sheets. An innocent victim there, not much either of them could do. Gonna love the Discord chat at the end of this one. It's got to be on for young and old. I love it. Poor Robbie Wright. Now, Nathan Maroney getting racy as well. Here's, from his perspective, the state of play.
Sorry about that.
Christian Flagg has been able to get round Christopher Cassiano.
Let's work for a gap, man.
Yep, being patient at the moment. What's Robbie Wright doing? He's talking with Daly at the moment. Cassiano trying to get a bit of a run on Eric. Looks to the outside into turn 1. I think he's going for the switchback. He's tried this a couple of times in the previous race, hasn't he? Hasn't proven to be beneficial for him. Great camera angles, aren't they? You love it. Gotta love it. Race leader continues around on the track. He's got Gabinski sitting behind, being very, very patient. Maroney still can't get round Maron, who's holding down his position quite well. David Gerard has made up a mountain of ground here. Started in 17th. He's up into 12th. At the moment, Degarsis has got a bit of a run on him. Whether Alan's going to have a go into this final turn, he certainly is. He pulls out. Let's see what he can do. Goes side by side. Gerard's going to lose a spot, I dare say, but he's probably going to have more momentum on the outside. But will it be enough to hold out? David's on the outside, so he's hung out to dry there. Good little dice battle for 13th and 14th on the track at the moment. And they're still side by side, believe it or not. I didn't think they were. David's going to maintain this for... Oh, problems! The 41 car spun, and unfortunately for Alan Degarsis, he had nowhere to go and has been absolutely... Well, he's absolutely T-boned that car. That's given David Gerard a bit of breathing space, which he'll be very grateful for. You can hear Ken Pullen saying, I apologise, but hey, it wasn't malice. It was just one of those things. The car spun and caught him out. Now, Cassiano is in the wars. He's got Christian Flag to battle with, which I don't envy him for that. And I say that with great respect to the guy. He's just a nuggety race car driver. Christian Flag. Not his day, as quick as anybody out there. What is he, a 5.9? You're that high, 5.9, Christian. Damn, dude. You got to get a life. Get outside for a bit. Go and sit in the sunshine. Oh, Cassiano with a moment there. Wow. That was huge. Great job to hold on to that. We were riding on board with him as well. That was enormous. Now let's go up to Maron. Maroney's been able to get past him and moves up into third. He'll appreciate that. He will very much appreciate that. Alexander leading the field down into the final turn. Lap 7 in the bank here this time around. And Sean Gabinski's been sitting back there nice and patient, not doing anything too dramatic, just making sure that he's staying with the leader. Maroney all of a sudden got impatient and decided to get around. Now, Eric is sitting back there in the 5th spot, probably the furthest back I've seen him in a genuine race in the Trophy Series so far. He's towing along Christian Flag and Cassiano, but they've got a 1.8 gap to Maron up front. So unless these guys up front start battling, which it looks like they might be about to do. There's Gabinski. Out in front of Gabinski, Alexander, who's trying to pull away. He's got a half a second gap at the moment as they travel around on lap number 8. Eric's now back to 1.8, 1.9, so he's not making up any distance on this front 4. You can hear Alex just absolutely slamming the car down a gear and standing on the gas. Right on board with Maron, who's sitting in the box seat of what should be a very interesting final couple of laps. Now, Pullen's gone into the pits, so's Thiessen and obviously Alan Degarsis because of that contact, so their races are effectively down and out. As is Suleiman Khan, who's now down 2 laps. Easy to go down 2 laps at this track, of all places. Eric Lancheres is back 2 seconds behind this man that you're on board with at the moment. As they come up towards the final turn, The racing's been somewhat tamer than I expected, I'll be honest with you. I thought it might be, as the term goes, balls to the wall. But not the case at the moment. Cassiano's found a way past Christian Flag. They're almost side by side. Yep, still side by side. Christian attacking Cassiano or vice versa. And nicely, cleanly done. Christian bows out of it, airs on the side of caution. Lancheres is getting a little bit of breathing space, but once again is about a tenth a lap down, and now 2.3 behind this battle up front. Alexander very loose there. Nathan Maroney sort of shaped up, got a bit loose. That's allowed a half run by Maron, but he can't make it stick. So it's situation status quo. Black flag for Lentez. Michael's had an issue, I dare say, coming out of pit lane. That would have been because he was down in the pits. This is boring, says the mid-pack dad. Well, why aren't you out there? Why aren't you out there? You're scared of the boys. You said you were going to keep Nathan Maroney honest. It has been tame. I've got to be honest, it has been very, very tame. Now, let's look at these guys. Daly on Wright. Robbie Wright, who does a whole heap of work behind the scenes to keep this show on the road. He's under attack at the moment. So he's the one guy you don't want to take out, right? Good fun driver to race against too. Lancheres. Yeah, just way down, 2.2 away. So it's all going to be up to Maron and the team. There's the battle for the race lead. Now it's starting to get crispy. Now it's starting to get keen. Up front, it's side by side almost. There's Gabinski. Tried to have a bit of a look. Won't make it work this time around. No white flag. So we continue on. 12 laps completed. 2 more laps to go. Oh, very tight between them. Further back in the pack. It's pretty much situation status quo. No major movers or shakers. I think this will be a fun. Here we go. Maron down the inside of Maroney. The cannon car says, boom, no way. And he's lost a little bit of time as a result of that. He'll be able to gather it up. He's not out of the slipstream, but dropped back to being 0.7, which is kind of critical in a Formula V. You want to be way closer than that. That's the problem when you have a go. Sometimes if it doesn't pay off, you lose out. But he's picked up a 10th, so he's not done and dusted yet. Let's see what happens down around the start-finish straight at this time. Will there be a challenge for the race lead? Two more laps left to go. There's your race leader. Oh, Gabinski, half having a think about a look up the inside. Decided to back out of it. Christian Flag, he's having a go. He gets up the inside of Cassiano. Can he hold the position? He's going to try desperately down into the third turn. Does it. Gets the overtaking maneuver done. Now focuses his sights on Lancheres. Maroney all of a sudden wants to go racing. He's up behind Gabinski. Does he look to the inside? That'll be precarious. Gabinski, he's taken the bluff. He's taken the what we call the sidestep in football, in rugby league. And he's opened the door up, and Nathan's gone, thank you very much, I'll take that. He'll be giggling his head off at that. Gabinski's angry. He wants up the inside, sticks it, slams it up the inside there. Can he get the overtaking maneuver done? He does it nicely and cleanly. White flag out. You're on board with Maroney. Is he going to dive down towards turn 1? You bet your backside he is. Down they go. No. Oh, just a bit of a movement there from Gabinski. The car just stepped out and almost gets into the side of Maron, but that's allowed. Maroney through. And this is bringing Eric back into the battle. It's still 1.5, 1.4. But he is closing the gap. That is scary for the rest of the pack. Alexander Burgenscherd out in front and just disappears off into the distance now. He's got that 1 second. He's got breathing space. There's nothing that Maroney's going to be able to do about this as they get ready to come around to take the checkered flag. On the feature race here today, Alexander Burgenscherd is going to take out the race lead, the victory, I should say. Yes, and he's very happy about it too. Good on you, Alex. Maroney's going to finish in second spot. Gabinski, who was in the fight right throughout this feature race, he's going to finish third. Then Maron and Lancheres. Did he get him? I think he may have got him. Christian Flagg, Cassiano, Robbie Wright. Oh, that scared the hell out of me. Thanks, Alex. Zen Car comes down across the line. He's going to finish the race in 12th spot. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Round 6 in the bag, halfway through the season. Still plenty more to fight with.
Yeah, thanks for coming out, man. Good to see you.
Good racing. Where did David finish? Oh, he did all right. He did all right in the end, David. He worked his way forward after what was a difficult qualifying session for him. So there you have it, peeps. Hope you enjoyed the coverage of today's action. And as you can see at the moment, they're all off the track. There's the last car, Ken Pullen, coming into pit lane. So that'll wrap up our live coverage. Thank goodness we are back up and running. We will be back next week. We will be back next week for sure. Same bat time, same bat channel. We'll look very much forward to catching up with you then. Bye for now.